this is Mohammed Kamal. Today I would like to discuss about Python. Let's go ahead and start what Python is and what is the benefit of Python. So this Python is basically Python is a server-side script where you can use for manipulating data manipulation. So basically Python used for so many things. You can use it for data, for example, managing data and also, excuse me guys, and also you can use Python in so many ways. It can be data, it can be backend applications. Yeah, definitely you can use that, and Python is very flexible. And then the Python is, once you write the code you can run it. That's the best part of Python, so you don't need to wait until you write the code the whole to run it. So that's the good part of Python. And then another important thing here, Python is pre-installed in many machines like PC or Mac, and then it is really compatible with many of the like the PC command or so many operating systems you have. It really work with that. So what you need to do here to check the Python whether it's installed in your machine is you need to go to your command, okay, your command line, and then you can see the version there. Dash dash version will give you the version of your Python, what version you are running. If you are version 2, you need to upgrade to version 3. So version 2, unless the security part, the rest of part of Python 2 is not being yet upgraded. So in Python 3 will give you so many good features, the current features what the Python has. So that's how you can check. Over here you write Python that version, so will give you the version you have. Then if it is not installed, you can install it there. If you don't have Python, you can install it, or if it is older version, you can install, you can upgrade your Python. So to quick start to Python, it's an interpreted programming language. So Python, it's uninterpreted, means it's really in kind of plain English, okay? So if you know very well English, it's something like that. It's very interpretive. That means it's a developer. You write Python.py file in the text editor, and then you put those files into a Python interpreter to be executed. Very, very, very interpreted programming language. The way to run Python file is like this on the command line. So look this one. So you write your Python, for example, hello.py. That's the .py is indicating that you are writing a Python code. All right. So this is the name of your Python file right there. The hello world.py. That's the name of your Python file. So if you want to write, for example, this is the code. This is the that's you saved it as .py, and you can print hello comma world. And if you run this one, for example, we can definitely has, here is the editor we have. So for Python, so whatever you run right here, print hello comma world. So when you run this one, so you will have right here hello comma world. So that's the string is going to print out. So if you add something hello Mohammed, alright, for some reason my, alright, that's okay. I'm just gonna try and show you guys what it looks like, but that's what we have. So the simplest as that. Save, you can save your file, you can open the command line, you can navigate to the directory where you saved it. So that's the directory you have where you saved it. So that's the output you have. So we have written and executed a Python code. All right, let's go ahead to the next part. The other important thing is the Python syntax. What is the syntax in Python we have? So you can execute a Python syntax. So the first important syntax is the print. So this print syntax is executed by writing directly in the command line. Let's say you have print hello world, and then it will give you the result, which is the hello world. Or you can use the file. This is the file, okay, directly the file. Either you can run in your editor, or you can run the file and you will have the same result. So how can we identify Python? Python indentation. This is indentation of Python. So to indent refers to the space at the beginning of the code line, where as a programming language, indentation in the code is for readability only, but indentation Python is very, very important. So what is important in Python is indentation. So if you like, for example, indent a given code so many times, it will give you an error. So Python uses indentation to indicate a block of code. So indentation is really important in Python. Let's go ahead and run this code right here, which is if 5 greater than 2, and then I'm gonna print 5 is greater than 2. That means yes it is. 5 is greater than 2. Right, so that is a file, demo underscore indentation.py. So that's the Python file we have. So the indentation is really important. So when you hit those tab button, you have to make sure. So Python will give you an error if you skip the indentation. For example, this is the Python code you have. If this greater than this, I say print, it's not gonna run. Okay, it will give you something different. So when I run this one, it will give you that error. You see right there? Yeah. So you gotta make sure that. See, the number of space is up to you as a programmer, but it has to be at least one. Okay, the space you have, it's up to the developer, but the most important thing is the indentation here. So if we run this one right there, so if 5 greater than 2, I'm gonna print that one, it did. And if 5 greater than 2 again, I'm gonna print this one. So I have 2 indentation right there, and what I have is 5 is greater than 2. Okay, I have this one as well. So you got 2 indentation right there. Right there I have 1 indentation. Okay, so we gotta make sure when you indent your code in Python. So the syntax error, for example, here, if 5 greater than that one, I have that one, and then print this one. If this one, print this one. The same number of space in the same block of code. Otherwise, Python will give you an error. So if you have using the same block of code, you need to use the same indentation. But this one has a different block of code. So you need to use a different indentation. Awesome. Let's go to the Python variables. In Python, variables are created in the moment you assign. So once you assign something, that's a variable created. That's what makes Python beautiful. So Python has no command for declaring a variable. No way you don't need to declare it. So it's already declared. Once you create a variable, it's already there for you. And so Python has a commenting capability for a purpose in code documentation. So you need to use this hashtag as a command, as a comment. So Python will render the rest of the code as a comment. Let's go ahead and run this one. Let's say you have x is 5, y, this is a variable. Okay, you declared it right there, the variable for you. You don't need to worry about. I'm gonna print those. Yes, it print out for you. Okay. Alright, so that's all I have for today. That's a little bit of introduction of Python. We'll continue in the next edition. Until we see each other, have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.